Welcome back. So I'm gonna be doing another social experiment now, where I'll be asking people obviously about AI. Is AI gonna take over regarding the and yeah? So I'm gonna be asking people questions. Okay, brother. So what's your name?
CJ.
CJ. Pleased to meet you, CJ. So I've got a few questions to ask you about AI regarding the gym space. And yeah, so the first question that I'm gonna ask you is,
What? Sorry. What's your name?
my name is Jehu. Jehu Kabamba. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, do you think AI will replace human personal trainers in the future?
Yeah, I do think so.
Why do you think so?
Uh, I think I think it's also a comfortability thing.
Yeah.
Certain people wouldn't like to work with certain people anymore, so they choose easier option. It's also to do with I would be more free
Okay,
than
cool.
the person because of the schedule basically.
Okay, cool, amazing. So my second question is, what would make you quit a workout? Bad human trainer or a bad AI trainer?
A bad AI.
A bad AI trainer. Why is that? I want to know that.
Because it's a machine, it's supposed to function better than human, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's famous.
Okay, cool, amazing. So my third question to you, CJ, is: Would you trust Would you trust an AI to be your personal trainer? Why or why not?
I personally do not train, so
Yeah,
but if I did, I would. I think I like human interaction more. The
human
motivation
interaction.
there, would just be better than an
AI.
AI. Yeah,
But like, what if AI can give you the same motivation that a human gives you? Because remember, AI is faster, it's quicker, things quick, and yeah,
I think it's also just the human connection.
human connection.
Yeah,
Okay, cool, I see.
yeah.
Okay, cool,
That's
amazing.
it.
Thank you
Okay,
very
cool.
much, CJ.
My name is Hanu Botha.
Anu Botta, that's Afrikaans. Okay, lekker, lekker. So I've got three questions to ask you, obviously about AI regarding the gym space, and now AI is moving forward. And my first question to you is, just give me a sec. Do you think AI will replace human personal trainers in the future?
I think at some point, probably,
Okay.
looking at how AI has evolved in the last few months, I do think there is a possibility of it. I think regulations will be put in place once it gets to that point where it could possibly replace personal trainers to prevent it from actually being implemented
Yeah.
in practice. But I think the ability for AI to do that is definitely there. So it probably will, but I don't think it will be implemented.
Okay, cool, amazing. So my second question, what to make you quit a workout plan? A bad human trainer or a bad AI trainer?
I think both, actually.
Both, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be very honest with you. I think if your trainer is terrible at what they do, then why would you keep training with them? Honestly,
But remember, AI is meant to be perfect. Don't you think so?
I don't think so. Eh?
Okay.
I think AI is flawed in many ways.
Okay.
But I guess if I had to choose one, I think I would go with a bad AI trainer.
A bad
just
AI
because you can teach the AI, but you can't really engage with it on the level that you can with a human.
Okay, I see.
So, yeah, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. That's amazing. So my last question is, would you trust an AI to be your personal trainer? Why or why not?
Um, I, w- I guess I would trust it since the information that AI gives you is sourced from many different sources on the internet. So
Yeah.
I guess I would trust it to train me, but or to give me advice on how to train. But when it comes down to actually training, I think I'd be more comfortable with a human being.
With a human being.
Yeah,
Okay,
I definitely
cool.
think the human would be would be the best option to train with. But I think for advice and just general queries about training, what would be the best, say, dietary options? What would be good workouts for certain what would be the best workout for certain to train certain muscles, etc. I would say
cool.
AI could be helpful.
Okay, cool, amazing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm here with
Amber.
Amber. How are you doing, Amber?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing well. So I've got three questions to ask you.
Okay.
So the first question is, do you think AI will replace human personal trainers in the future?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Why?
I really don't because it's AI. I don't like AI.
Okay, cool. I see.
Yeah, so I rather prefer being like with somebody in the
Yeah.
room instead of instead of a computer telling me what to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Amazing. So my second.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
it's
like
all
being
good.
motivated by another person, except like not for like for example like a robot or something. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Yeah, I understand. What would make you quit? A workout plan, a bad human trainer, or a bad AI trainer?
Yeah, a bad human trainer.
Bad human.
For
Okay.
real, straight up, a
Okay.
human being.
Why? Why is that?
Oh, I don't like. Okay, how do I explain? I'm gonna be very like neutral. I don't like bad people. Like you know, you get these people that have a big ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Be humble, man.
Like AI.
Yeah, be humble. So I would rather I would quit because of that.
Okay, cool, amazing. So my last question to you is, would you trust an AI to be your personal trainer? Why or why not?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Would you trust an AI to be your personal trainer? Why or why not?
I could say yeah because I don't speak to anybody,
Yes.
so I can maybe vent and they
Yes.
won't say
And
anything.
I
Or
get
maybe
you.
if I vent to you, you go
Yeah.
down. That
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
You see what I mean? So I'd rather vent to AI then.
Then a human being.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, amazing. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, guys. Hope you guys doing well. I'm at 3-0, Cape Town, in Cape Town. I'm with Mr. Andrew. Over on 3-0, and I'll be asking some questions about AI. Then I'll be asking you, do you think AI will replace human personal brains in the future?
Not completely. I think it's going to change the way those personal trainers work. So the more boring side of personal training, standing next to someone, counting the number of reps they've done, correcting their form, something like that, they would usually do that anymore. But what the personal trainer will be doing is getting more involved in talking about nutrition, talking about type of environment, adjusting the program that you're doing, monitoring your performance. That's where they're going to that. So the more boring side of their job will be dealt with by AI, and they will focus more on the intention side as it were, and helping you on your journey.
Okay, cool, amazing. And my second question is what would make you quit a workout plan? What would make you quit a workout plan, a bad human trainer, or a bad AI?
Sure. But probably, I suppose, a bad trainer. It's not because the AI trainer is going to be consistent. You're going to have exactly the same experience every single time with the trainer. Whereas a human trainer, you have a good day and bad days. And you could have a good trainer and not so good trainer. The AI will have that consistency. But the hard part is getting to the first place.
Okay, cool, amazing. And my last question is would you trust AI to be your personal trainer? And if so, why or why not?
No, I absolutely would trust it. I've seen it on this circuit. The person for AI is amazing because it never gets tired, it never loses focus, and you always make sure that you're doing the exercise correctly. It guides you through that exercise as well. So, yeah, I don't know. So, that's a great place.
Cool, amazing. That's my conclusion for today. Thank you very much. So what I'm doing now is that I'm scanning the video record there, and it will show me my circuit and where I should start for my first workout.
All right, it's just going to be out. So the first time we're logging in, we're going to have to say we're going to have to say what program we're going to train on, and then so we're select that. Okay, so this is talking about that the circuit fits you. As you move around, the machines automatically adjust your settings. We have a smart program. It monitors how often you're training and what level you're training at. And provided you're reaching certain markers and you're training often enough, it will start to suggest adjustments to your program, increasing the weight, increasing the overload factor, adjusting the number of reps, various things to help you progress. Because if you just do the same thing over and over and over again, you're not going to progress. We use a BioDrive engine to provide the resistance. We don't have any weights. So this was developed for use in space. where there's no gravity, and but the beauty of the BioDrive engine is it allows us to do cool stuff like elastic resistance, eccentric overloads, underloads, viscous resistance, all sorts of different types of resistance. And the biocircuit, you will never ever get stuck on the circuit. You'll never have to wait for a machine like you do in conventional gyms, and you'll never interfere with anybody else's workout. So once you start, you just keep going. So here we go. We're going to create your program, and we're going to go to the Smart program. We're going to choose the training body with the eccentric overload. Confirm that, and now it's going to tell us where we're going to start. So you need to exclude a machine because you can't do it. You've got an injury or something like that. You can exclude if you really have to. But obviously, it's better to try and do everything in a circuit. What happens once I press start? It looks to see who's where on the circuit currently, and it allocates you to a first machine. So you're coming over here to 1A. Right? You're going to press the start button. You're going to come and yeah. Start standing.
So what really opened this type of gym instead of a normal gym?
So previously I owned a different fitness concept which also used technology but in a different way. It used electromuscular stimulation.
Yeah.
And I was looking for something that would give people feedback on how they were performing. I was looking for something that was easy for anybody to do but challenging for people who were fit. So this can cater from a Springbok rugby player to an 84-year-old. I can train anybody, and the AI adapts to each person. From a business perspective, I was looking for something that was scalable.
Yeah, for the future.
Grab the arm above the head, pull down, and go up. Not hard, just keep going up and down, up and down, up and down through your range of motion. It's going to put 2 dots on the screen, and I want you to move between those 2 dots. Just keep moving. Okay. On this next one, pull as hard as you can. Go hard. Go max. Okay, now let's see if you can beat that. One more. Max. Good. Well done. Okay, you finished here. We're going to wait for the next machine. With 15 seconds to go, now you can start. And then you're going to move between the 2 dots. Go up. Come down. It's going to put the 2 dots on the screen again. Now just go through that gently. When there's 15 seconds to go and it says pull to the max, you're going to go as hard as you can. Okay. Yeah, so when you come back in. Wow. So
Something
we always have to press that start button. Okay? Take these horizontal bars, keep your back against the backrest, and just push forwards and backwards. So don't lean forward because I want you just using muscle power. But initially, just your range of motion test. That's nice. So to straight, arm straight. Just keep going through that range of motion. When you get to the 15 seconds, max, go.
Feels great. Feels really great.
Constantly goes through a 45-second work phase, 30-second rest phase. Do 3 of those phases on the cardio machines, and obviously one on each of the spare. So right now, I'm putting you in sync with the other people on the circuit. So you're going to see now it's going to when it's morning, the start button will appear. You'll tap start. The seat will move to your right. So you put your feet on the pedals on. Press the start. Watch now, the seat's going to move up. Start pedaling. Start pedaling. So you're not going to feel any resistance, but use this time to get your pedals out.
Okay.
And then when there's a count in 14 seconds, it's going to feed the resistance in. And then you're going to stay in that medium zone. That's it. So 2, 1, 0. Okay. So in your 30-minute workout, you can do 15 minutes of strength and 15 minutes of cardio. Or fractionally, yes, because we're trying to yeah. And then you want to try and set this to a level so that on the second round, the last couple of reps, you only just like that's ideal.
Okay, well, I see.
Yeah. Okay, so when you're ready, so Technogym app, correct? Top right the QR code reader and you scan that. Okay, don't take it up. It just takes a second or two. Now it's got you. When you see that, you see now you're there. So now it's going to, now it knows who you are, it knows what program you're training on, and it knows how to set up each machine to you.
Wow.
Okay. So now you can simply press start. So you press the start workout. Now it's going to look to see who's where on the circuit and where should it start you. 5A. So you're actually starting on the bike over here. 5A. So you come straight.
So first circuit that I did was to get further information about myself, like my range of motion, and obviously the height of the seat, and so on. That was my first circuit. Now the machine knows who I am and knows exactly how to set the machine, my motion, and so on. And yeah, definitely amazing.
They show you sign off, get your place like that. You see that arrow side.
Yeah.
So this trainer is making sure you do the exercise correctly. Notify that curve is doing a few things. One is making sure you do your full range of motion. Yeah. When you get tired, you don't start to do less and less. You still got to go to full range. It's making sure you work out at the right pace. Often people perform and it's terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't just drop. You actually have to release. So you keep your muscles under tension longer. So the data is showing that you get 30% better results by training man, time training, and learning other conditions. And then the other thing, the gamification, usually it makes the exercise go faster. Yeah, you sort of involved in it before you know it, it's all over. Yeah, also changing the exercises regularly also keeps you more engaged. You don't get bored. Obviously, the workout is the workout. You do the same every time. However, the Smile program is constantly progressing you. So as time goes by, it constantly increases, pushes you. But we can also change the programs. So those 5 programs, you can adjust between them. So you might a lot of people start with the start moving if they haven't done strength training before, and then they'll go into tone your body. They might drift back to lose weight. Boosting performance the gamification on boosting performance is totally different to what you've seen. Instead of a roller coaster that's got a water wheel, because it's a viscous resistance, it's like you're working against water. And it doesn't count the number. Well, it counts the number of reps. It doesn't define how many you have to do. You've got to try and crank out as many as you can. So it's a very intense workout, but it's about building even more endurance. Yeah. But the start moving sounds like an easy program, but we actually use it sometimes for people who are trying to push really heavy weights. So if they want to do that safely, then we might put them on the start moving with an eccentric underload. Whereas the eccentric overload, we might not do that when you're at your max, because you've now pushed to your max and now you've got to deal with even more weights on the eccentric phase. Not clever, you might hurt yourself. Yeah. And the other thing is, it's pretty difficult to hurt yourself here. You just let go of them. worst case scenario, you're not going to have weights crashing down and drop something on your toe.
So guys, you heard Mr. Andrew speak more about his gym and AI. So if you guys want to come give this a go, you're more than welcome to come. This is at Cape Quarter, 30 Greenpoint.
Correct.
Yeah, Greenpoint. And if you are a tourist, highly recommend the gym. Woo. Absolutely amazing. Does everything for me. He does down. And I have to stay with him. Just come look his spinner. Oh my God. So I have to stay with him. Within that range. Oh man.
Are intimidated by gyms, and so this concept sorts that problem out, and it's particularly good for women who want to do strength training.
Yeah.
But often the strength environment in a gym is very intimidating for women. Here, I don't know what weight you are working at the moment. Unless I come and look on the screen, I've got no idea. So and it doesn't matter. As long as you're having a good workout and you're pushing yourself, that's all that matters. Whereas some people will feel intimidated in the gym because they think, oh, that guy's lifting 100, I'm not lifting as much. But it really doesn't matter as long as you're lifting what's good for you. So, yeah. So the personalization of this circuit is incredible as well. You know, to know that every single person is being trained perfectly for them. That you're not just having to fit in with what other people are doing. And then for busy people, this is also a solution. So it might be only a half-hour workout, but because we don't have to make adjustments to the equipment and put weights away, you literally can just get up, wipe a machine down, go to the next machine. That's all you got to do. We're able to cram a lot of the workouts into just half an hour. So the experience that most people have after a workout of years, they say, my goodness, it was only half an hour, but I've done more work than I would do in an hour in a conventional gym. Because another big problem with conventional gyms is having to wait for machines to become available. You never wait again.
Yeah. If you got another one, it's actually the 2 rounds. Yeah, it was.
Well, obviously today you did a setup and then you started the workout. So normally you would have, so you've done the cardio twice and you can't effectively done the stick twice. So if you do a bit of normal work, you do a 30-minute workout, that's what you've done. You've spent 30 minutes on that. Wow.
Absolutely amazing. Guys, 30 Greenpoint. You guys must come. It's absolutely amazing. It's a vibe. And yeah, it was a good experience. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bada boom, bada bam.